welcome to ATL Makan Shop. Hey, all of us having good food here.
Yes. Well,
I'm just having drink.
We just need to. I don't know. We just need to talk. So.
While we're reminiscing here, I hope you all have been reminiscing online. Have there been online comments?
Have there? Let's check. One. Okay, let's check the one comment. Where's the rest of you?
LPJ too.
LPJZ.
I wrote in last week to join the show, but I got nothing there.
Hey, don't swear slowly lah.
Ayo.
Already so crowded here today.
Is it because, do you want to join us because of the food, or you want to join us?
Tell us which team you support. If you support
Liverpool,
I think you support Man U, so it's.
Are you sure? Like, there's LP there. I'm guessing it's Liverpool.
Yeah.
Well, tell us who you support, and we'll be more than glad to get back to you.
I don't think he's a
or
Liverpool
send me an
supporter.
email.
I think he's a Man U for
my email is sarank@sph.com.sg.
Not everybody will come and spam you.
If you know how to spell Sarah and K.
Especially after those fantastic photos of you.
Shy.
Check the supers.
Okay, now one thing that Ben actually kind of made, he kind of gave us a bad thing, and I'm looking forward to this if it ever does happen. But you know that advertisement just now with the Japanese man dancing the audition? Thai. Okay lah. Then right. Ben said that if Arsenal wins the league, he will actually do that for us.
Live on Razor TV.
I said if Arsenal finish 4th, then we should do it.
But clarify, does he mean this season? Because then there's no chance in hell.
Yeah. So if it's next season, then...
No, there's no chance in hell. Don't argue.
Okay. So if you say there's no chance in hell, you will join me and do it if Arsenal win the season? Win the league this season?
I'll do it first in the season. It's all the same chance.
All the faith we
This is
have.
just...
Okay, what about Liverpool wins? Would you?
I will wear the Liverpool jersey.
And only the Liverpool jersey.
Never made one big enough. Come on, do something else.
Whoa! I just bought one that just fits my size. Okay.
Wait, which one did you get? Did you get the blue one or did you get the
red one?
Okay.
Red
No,
one.
I went to Malaysia. I went to JB and I
you
found
bought
that they
blue
found
one?
so many. Right? Like, and I don't know, none of them look real to me. So
Yeah.
I was like, yeah. And they don't make jersey dresses anymore. They don't make like the dress thing, which sucks. But anyways, okay.
Well, back to reminiscing.
Yes.
Now three quarter of season gone. Of course, everything everything you follow the team through and through. Of course, there must be your favorite player this season. One player who makes you tear your hair out every time you see him. You're like, don't pass to him, and then they pass to him and say they lose the ball, and probably they lose the ball straight away.
At one point.
Very simple. So every team's got their heroes and villains. So let's start with Ghim Pheng. Who has been your hero, best player this season?
Best player, I think there's two. One is Frank Lampard, and one is you mean Chelsea players or
Chelsea player. Your team.
So it's Frank Lampard and Anelka.
Anelka.
Because Anelka have performed exceptionally this season. Nobody expect him to be the top scorer of the league this season. So I think he has done quite well, settling in Chelsea team very fast. And Frank Lampard, as a centre midfielder, he has proven that not all centre midfielder can score as many as him, except for Gerrard maybe. And he scored many goals and he makes the team run and he drives the team on, and he play consecutive matches, and and Mourinho even said that he's one of the best centre midfielder ever and one of the most professional player he has ever worked with. So yeah.
But if given a choice, which one will you choose?
Definitely Frank Lampard.
Okay.
Lampard.
Mr. Reliable, man. Mr. Reliable.
He has been, but like they've had a lot of rough play this season though, Chelsea.
Like Bosingwa
Bosingwa kicking thing, that one has stuck in my head like nobody's business.
I thought the referee should have sent him off, but he didn't, which it surprised me, and it surprised Drogba. Drogba's reaction was a classic. He stood down there and was in shock and looking at Bosingwa and expected the referee to send him off, but he didn't. So Drogba was as surprised
He actually had a yellow card in that particular match as well. Drogba, I think. Yeah, yellow card.
Not too sure.
Yeah,
I think everyone was
okay.
too shocked by
So is
Bozingwa.
Drogba your villain for the season? After all, he has been quite unhappy with when Scolari is around. Only now when we're quitting, it suddenly become his old self again.
No. Scolari didn't give him much chance. He always started on the bench and he trusted in Anelka, and he said that Drogba and Anelka couldn't play together, which is false, as proven by he wins 6 out of last 7 matches, I think.
But they lost to Spurs playing the two, so I think there might be something there. I'm not saying it's all.
But Chelsea didn't.
Nice.
But Chelsea didn't turn out that way.
Speaking of Spurs, I don't know how many players you all gone through this season. Maybe like 40 or 50.
Players. I think about but most teams would have gone through about 30 over players.
Yeah. So which one have made the
I
most
think
impression?
clearly the best player for Spurs this season is Aaron Lennon.
Aaron Lennon.
I mean, well, I would say David Bentley because he brought the best.
David Bentley.
He brought the best out of Aaron Lennon.
And he got Arsenal 8 million, so yeah, I agree there.
David Bentley was the signing of the season, but Aaron Lennon was the best player. I would think for Spurs this season. I don't think that's arguable.
Then which one has been the absolute disaster?
There's so many to choose from.
Wait, are you guys happy that Kim is back?
I said this once that I didn't want him to come, but now that Defoe is injured and we hardly have any strikers, then yes, I'm glad he's back. But
Make up the numbers, yeah.
Make up numbers, but if not for that, I think I really wouldn't have wanted him back. I think if Defoe had stayed fit, we don't need Robbie Keane. I think Darren Bent is slowly getting back into the game because he's getting more games.
Darren Bent?
And he's putting in more of the goals. I think Fraser Campbell should have given a bit more of a chance, before he goes back to Manchester United. He probably would have contributed a lot more. Can't hear me?
Yeah, can't hear you.
Okay.
Lean nearer.
So, but anyway, let's get down to the worst player of the season. I think it started off
Speaking
with...
from my chest.
Started off
No, really, I had to pull it up. Yeah, can you hear? Okay,
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Alright.
can.
I think Gomez started off as easily the worst player of the season.
Gomez?
Yeah.
Aurelio Gomez.
Goalkeeper.
Yes.
Aurelio Gomez easily started as the worst. But if I really had to choose, I'd say Roman Pavlyuchenko.
Oh,
Not David Bentley.
no, David Bentley
No,
was
the
you.
best-
Bentley
season.
effect has salvaged him from being last spot. Like Bentley effect.
No, I still think Roman Pavlyuchenko. I mean, Bentley has had a terrible season. But if you ask me, is he a really bad player? No. Pavlyuchenko, I never liked him even before he signed.
I just don't like the face.
No, I saw him in Euro and I didn't think he was. And I mean, he scored 3 goals, but they were nothing to shout about. I didn't think he played particularly well. He has no speed. He doesn't hold the ball particularly well. And it's a joke that he's a replacement of Berbatov, anything else, So, honestly,
That's true though.
for £14 million, I would say he probably would have flopped the season.
Oh.
David Bentley,
£15 million, not a flop.
it's a flop. But I think he's got skill. I think he's proven in the EPL. He can perform.
He just needs to get his head right.
He needs to get his head right. I just don't think Pavlyuchenko can cut it at this level. I hope Chelsea signs him because Chelsea seems
No
to think
way, man. No way. Aaron Lennon, yes.
Liverpool signing Aaron Lennon.
pounds, yeah.
I want Lennon.
Yeah, Lennon.
I want Lennon.
Lennon is a Liverpool name, okay?
Lennon is not a Liverpool name.
John Lennon comes from Liverpool. Okay?
Exactly.
But
Yeah,
anyway.
anyways.
How about Man U? Who other than Nemanja Vidic? I know you all easily can pick Nemanja Vidic. Who other than Nemanja Vidic has been the player for you this season?
Hard to say, like Ben brought up the point about Ryan Giggs. I said Ryan Giggs, maybe he deserves something. Good players, I think everybody has played their part. It's the worst players that I like to hang up,
And I know who.
and I got 2 that will definitely
I
not
know
be in
that.
my first 17. They'll be dropped. They can play in the reserve.
Oh, nice.
John O'Shea and Darren Fletcher, you can go to the reserves. What is so slow? Both of them can't even control the ball properly. It is terrible. You tell a player by their first touch. If a player does not have a first touch and that control, that's it, man. You're not a good player. And sorry, John O'Shea, you don't have a good touch. Darren Fletcher, God, somebody told me this, and United supporters said to me, oh no, not that headless chicken running around again. It's sad, because he runs around, he's got a lot of energy, but somehow, he gets lost in some of the games, and that's the sad thing about having him. He's a good player, but he's just
never.
not good enough to be in that, first 17.
Not
I can give you my lineup for the first 17 without these two jokers. Actually,
Okay,
frankly,
best
I'm
player?
sad to say,
Best player?
Best player, if you ask me, for me, okay, everybody says Vidic, everybody says Ryan Giggs. For me, I think the player that has a lot of fire and he plays his heart on his sleeve is got to be Rooney. Because I like him.
Yeah.
Because
That would have been my choice.
he is the one that gives you that energy. The rest of the time, when something goes wrong, they're like,
Okay, mine was
they
the
just die
His
off.
energy is also he's also given a lot of negative energy as well. Like,
But Ben,
going back to punching
but
the
The thing is that
He has done less and less of that.
no, he
though.
doesn't. He
Never
doesn't.
lets the
He has
team
done
down
less
when
and
it
less
comes
of
on the
that.
game.
Wait, hang on. He doesn't go around spitting at people.
Hang on.
But hang on, and there's an investigation now. It just popped out.
Yes,
so,
nonsense.
hang on. Wait.
I saw him saying, okay, but I need 12 days to get my case.
At least we don't have our own players, right, going up to other people's players and say, yeah, give me some penalty.
Come on, like,
You shat his pants. He was like, Mommy, get me out of here.
it shows, the quality of the player's attitude there, straight. I'm sorry. Yesterday, I was watching England play against, who was this?
Slovakia.
And Martin Scotland should have been
That
sent
mighty
off.
European powerhouse.
He should have been sent off. Just talking about plays like that. You have that kind of pride. You play to what you have. If you lose your temper, don't pick it on somebody else. Like Rooney just goes to the flag. He's just frustrated. He takes it on the flag. Fine.
Yeah.
That's it. Better than
And
going there
replace the
slapping
flag
somebody
anytime.
or spitting at somebody. It's
The flag
worse.
feels no pain though.
Nothing. What? He's just frustrated.
Aggressive, take the
Now,
thing
for
back.
You
example,
spit it, you feel no pain also. What?
That's disgusting, lah. Come on.
Yeah, but he didn't spit at the fan.
Come on. It's not proven as yet.
I suppose you are the camp that rather be spared than being kung fu king. Right? So okay lah.
No, there's no kung fu. You're talking about 10 years ago, maybe.
Speaking of
Okay,
take a break and go to
just
Everton now. Let's go to Everton. Kung
Please.
Fu kicks and so Everton last time used to be very
Okay,
gangster.
my other pick
But-
for your
but-
team would have been Park though.
Yeah.
My other pick
yeah,
because
Park
Park has
Ji-sung.
been a little dynamo. He's been going everywhere. He's been like this little ghost, He's like hero from Heroes. You watch Heroes?
But,
That movie, he's like everywhere. Yatta! Yatta! And he's like hero.
But
from Heroes.
if you're talking about consistency, sometimes he doesn't have that. He just fades off, and that's the sad thing.
But
That's
I
the main
think
thing about
he kind of still has to get used to the whole league game as
Or
well.
rather, his level of consistency is not high as Rooney, that's all.
Yeah.
But then how do you explain that Ferguson told off Rooney after the Liverpool game, so Ferguson wasn't happy with his performance? That's why he was
Capello
dropped.
definitely has had a word with Rooney where England was
when
concerned,
that happens, you have to talk to your players.
No, that's fine, but you cannot say that Rooney has been consistently doing it. I disagree. That's
No,
all
and
I'm saying. I'm not
consistently doing
before
what?
we have a romance breakup,
Doing
right?
what?
Okay.
Consistently doing
I
what,
don't
Ben?
want
That's the thing.
romance to
Come
break
on.
up, so let's
Put
go
your words,
for it.
consistently
Little bit.
having a good game. No,
Break
he
first,
doesn't.
break
You go for
first.
it. I don't want this romance to break up because I love them dearly and I like them every week here. So,
We'll be here.
yes.
We'll be
Lovers
back.
tips.